Hey everyone, welcome to Keller Acres. I am back with some more Ninja creamy protein ice cream recipes. In my first video, I was calling it the Ninja Creamy. I'm not sure where I got that from, but someone corrected me, thank you. I don't know, creamy just sounded right to me, I guess, but it's the creamy, whatever, right? I learned a tip from someone else that you do want to let this, after you take this out of the freezer, you want to let it sit out for at least 10 minutes. And I've been running the edges under hot water too, to let it thaw just a little bit before you run it through the machine. This gal said that she ruined her machine on her 4th use, I think it was, by not doing that. And then she learned, even though it doesn't tell you to do that in the directions, that that's apparently what you're supposed to do. So I'm doing that just in case. Don't want to ruin a brand new machine. So just thought I'd throw that out there in case you're new to this too. Anyway, I am sharing another recipe with you today that I will also be sampling. Before we sample this one, I'll tell you what's in this one first. So in this one, I used the Tsp Eats caramel toffee, and I added to that 1 tablespoon of chocolate instant pudding. You can use any flavor, but that's just supposed to help thicken it up. I used 1 cup of Greek yogurt. And then I added in about 1.5 teaspoons of this Monkfruit sweetener. And then I filled the rest. It was a little over a cup of my unsweetened vanilla almond milk to get it to the freeze fill line. So I put in a cup, stirred it up, and then just put in a tiny bit more until I saw that I was at that line. So that's what we will be sampling in here. Really good, I am sure. Been doing a lot of experimenting. I have also discovered that I prefer it with yogurt in it versus not. You know, you can just do like milk, protein powder if you're doing a protein ice cream. Milk, protein powder, and then the pudding mix. And if you want to add a little extra sweetener, do some mix-ins. And that tastes okay, but there's just something about adding in that yogurt that to me makes it taste so much better. And I'm not someone who enjoys the taste of just plain Greek yogurt. So even if you don't love the taste of that, you might really like it that way. It just makes it a little creamier and it gives it so much protein. I mean, by the time we add in this, for example, 2/3 of a cup has 18 grams of protein. So by the time you add in a full cup, you're over 20 grams. You've got 20 grams in your protein powder. So you've got over 40 grams in this one thing. And I've been eating the whole thing. Because it also, as long as you don't add a mix in, it's only coming in at around 300 calories. So why not eat it all, right? Or even half, then it's really low calorie, 20 grams of protein, and it tastes like dessert. All right, so today we're gonna mix up one to taste tomorrow. And it will be a new flavor for me. I haven't done a fruity one yet. This is strawberry cheesecake. Got this little packet today to try. I have never tried this one at all, so this will be my first time trying it. I am gonna mix it with the vanilla Greek yogurt. And this one is 100 calories in 3/4 a cup, 17 grams of protein. So we'll add our 1 cup of yogurt. Love these little individual packets. Like I've mentioned in some of my other videos, it's kind of a heaping cup. I get them at Shields, a local sporting goods store. You can also, I think, order like a variety pack online. So that's a great way to try some different flavors too, just to see what you like. And if you have a Ninja Creamy and you're wanting to experiment with some different flavors, why not, right? I also picked up a chocolate peanut butter. That will be amazing, I'm sure, because I happen to love chocolate and peanut butter. So good. Now this one I'm going to be using vanilla instant pudding. Obviously you could pick up a cheesecake one. I didn't even think to do that today when I was out shopping. I just was sticking with vanilla, butterscotch, and chocolate. This one's almost gone. So I'm not gonna have quite a tablespoon. Well, almost, not quite. Then when I go to do a mix-in for this one tomorrow, I'm gonna do a mix-in today too. I'm gonna mix in some fresh strawberries. Since it's strawberry cheesecake, I think that will be really good. Another one I want to try coming up. I might mix one up tonight to put in the freezer to try. Maybe I'll even try it tomorrow. We'll see. Whoops, kind of a heaping tablespoon. That's okay. There's some recipes out there with cottage cheese. I don't know. I'm not a huge cottage cheese fan, but maybe in ice cream it'll be good. I don't know. Sounds interesting. Gonna again put in a teaspoon. I'm just gonna do a teaspoon today of this stevia monk fruit. Stir this up with my spatula. Then I'll add in a cup of the almond milk, and again, see where we're at, and then just fill in a little more to get to that freeze fill line. This is so easy and so great. And like I said, this deluxe, well, I said it in my last video, it came with 3 of the little canisters. So you can have 3 going at a time so that you really never have to wait for ice cream. If you have some in the freezer all the time, then whenever the mood strikes you, you've got some, all you gotta do is remember to take it out, let it sit out for a little bit on the counter before you run it through the machine, and you're ready to go. I think that's pretty awesome. Let's see where we're at here. And get that mixed in a little better around my edges. You could also add strawberries in at this point, and you just want to run this through a blender so that those strawberries got blended up rather than being in chunks. Where's my freeze fill line? There we go. Just need to add a tiny bit more. Like I said, this almost gets it to the freeze fill line, but just not quite. And I'd rather just maximize it. Okay. I like to just give this a little taste. Delicious. All right, get the lid on. That will be going in the freezer shortly. Okay, let's get this caramel toffee one going here. I'm gonna be adding in the mix-in stage, not yet, but in the mix-in stage, I'm gonna mix in 2 of my homemade protein peanut butter cups. I'm gonna break it into pieces, of course, before I mix it in. There is a video on that if you're interested. They are delicious, and they pack a lot of protein in just 1 little peanut butter cup. They are so good and so easy to make. Doesn't take any time at all. Got a little yogurt on here. All right. So what I was doing at first, because someone else said they usually use the light ice cream setting for their protein ice cream, but I have switched to the frozen yogurt one since this has yogurt in it. So basically it is frozen yogurt. And that one is like an extra minute long and did just great. So that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna push full, whoops, I gotta turn it on again. There we go again, not turning it on. Full, and then we're gonna go down to the frozen yogurt setting. I can't wait to try some sorbet sometime too. That'll happen one of these days. All right, and then 5 minutes. Check and see what our consistency looks like. Oh yeah. It's nice when it's done. It already has this nice hole in the center where you can just throw your mixing in. That is delicious. I love that caramel toffee flavor. Oh, it's so good. Okay, look at these. These are so good. Just gonna break that up, drop it in the middle. Get this one, and then we'll put it on that mix-in button. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. Okay. Always push the full button again, and then mix in. Only 2 minutes. Okay, all done. Let's check it out. Also, I always remove the blade and rinse this right away. That way, keep it clean. Ooh, yum. Delicious, absolutely delicious. And again, without my mix-in, only around 300 calories, 40 plus grams of protein. My mix-in added in some, I don't know. I haven't really calculated the calories on my peanut butter cups, but they're delicious. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and give this recipe a try. It is really good. And check out those protein peanut butter cups. They make a great mix-in, and making it yourself That way you know what's in them, and it's cheaper than buying them at the store or trying to buy like a healthy version of peanut butter cups. Those are super expensive. So be sure also to look for my video coming up with the strawberry cheesecake flavor. Also, feel free to share your favorite Ninja creamy recipes in the comments. Thanks for watching. Follow us on social media too, Keller Acres, Facebook and Instagram.